This is France, the world's 7th largest economy, which has historically been a major superpower, and its geography has played a very big role in this. If I were to ask you which countries France shares borders with, your answer would probably be Belgium, Luxembourg, Germany, Switzerland, Italy, Spain, and Andorra. Similarly, if I asked you which country France has the longest border with, you might think it's Spain or Belgium. But actually, France's longest border lies across the Atlantic Ocean with Brazil. The reason for this is that what you see on the map as France is only mainland France. But if you look at France's total territory, it stretches from islands in the Pacific to the dense jungles of South America, the Canadian coastline, and small islands in the Indian Ocean. All of these are part of France. And not just that, 14 countries in Africa are also indirectly under French control. Their resources, language, and financial institutions are tied to France. Even their currency rates are fixed with the French euro. If we go back about 100 years, France looked something like this. Around 10% of the world's land area was under French Empire control. From Africa to Southeast Asia, French rule extended far and wide. France was always the most populous country in Europe. By the 17th century, 1 out of every 5 Europeans was French. But then, wars and the French Revolution killed nearly 2 million people. Later, in World War I, around 1.2 to 1.3 million French citizens were killed, which sharply reduced France's population. To deal with this problem, during the 1960s and 70s, France kidnapped thousands of children from these islands and brought them to mainland France to boost its declining population. Anyway, we'll discuss the French Empire separately. In today's video, let's see how France's geography made it such a rich, powerful, and developed country. France is surrounded by both the Atlantic Ocean and the Mediterranean Sea. It is the only European country with simultaneous access to the seas, one being the North Sea and the other the Mediterranean. We'll discuss this further later in the video, but first let's look at the type of countries that border mainland France. If we mention the GDP per capita of France's neighboring countries on a map, you'll notice the wealth circulating around France. When so much money is circulating in your neighborhood, it affects you as well. Now, let's look at France's core geography. On France's southern side, along the border with Spain, lies the Pyrenees mountain range. This mountain range has always provided France with natural protection from the south. In the 8th century, when Muslims conquered Spain, their next target was France, from where they hoped to advance further into Europe. But crossing these mountains was extremely difficult. The Muslim armies managed to reach here through the flatlands, but the Pyrenees range proved a major obstacle, preventing them from conquering France.
Obviously, there were many other factors, but geography did play a very important role. Similarly, on France's southeastern side, along the Italian border, lies the Alps mountain range. The Alps are Europe's tallest mountain range, stretching across 8 countries. Because of these mountains, half of France's eastern side is naturally protected. The rest of the eastern side is secured by the Rhine River, which divides France from Germany. This leaves only the northern area, which is completely flat. Historically, this has been the weak spot through which Germany invaded France 3 times, once in 1870, and then again in 1939 during World War II. Other than that, almost all sides of France are naturally protected. On the northwest side of France lies one of the most economically important areas. First of all of Northern Europe's trade passes through here from the English Channel into the Celtic Sea, across the Bay of Biscay, and then through the Strait of Gibraltar. From there, it continues to the Suez Canal toward the Middle East and Asia. The English Channel is the busiest sea junction in the world, and France is located right at the heart of this heavy traffic route. France is also the only European country with access to both the North Sea and the Mediterranean Sea. This is why for countries like Germany, Switzerland, Belgium, and the Netherlands, the shortest and easiest route for trade with Asia and the Middle East runs through France. Access to the Mediterranean also gives France 3 additional advantages. Through the Strait of Gibraltar, France can trade easily with the Americas. From here, France can trade with all the Black Sea countries. Through the Suez Canal, France can trade with Eastern and Middle Eastern markets. An even bigger advantage is that goods arriving at France's St. Louis port from Asia and the Middle East can be easily transported via the Rhine River into central France and other European countries. France's entire western side borders the Atlantic Ocean, giving it direct access to both North and South America. If we come back to the English Channel, across France's western side lies Britain, the world's sixth largest economy. To boost trade, the two countries built a railway tunnel connecting Folkestone in the UK with Calais in northern France. This connects to a powerful railway network leading to Paris. A railway line from Belgium also connects into this network, effectively linking Central Europe with Britain through France. France's last major geographic advantage, its extensive river system. Almost all of France's rivers are connected with its major cities. This ensures a reliable water supply and also makes the land extremely fertile. Thanks to this fertile land, France is Europe's third largest agricultural exporter. After Ukraine, France has the second largest agricultural land in Europe. On top of that, France's second largest energy source is electricity generated from these rivers.
Care and goodbye.